And Mr. Hubbard, you're now recognized for 5 minutes.
Chairman Levin, Ranking Member Bilirakis, and members of the subcommittee. Thank you for the very warm welcome to start with, and thank you for inviting Student Veterans of America to provide our testimony on the fiscal year 2020 budget submission of the Department of Veterans Affairs. Established in 2008, SVA is a national higher education nonprofit founded to empower student veterans as they transition back to civilian life. With over 1,500 campus chapters across the United States and in 4 countries overseas, serving 750,000 student veterans, SVA maintains a lifelong commitment to each student's success from campus to employment. As we often note, we call those who serve student veterans, not veteran students, because education is the vehicle of empowerment, not the destination. This distinction is important because the way we talk about certain populations has an effect on the influence and the legislation that ultimately results from those discussions. In fact, in 2018, the American Enterprise Institute published findings describing this cycle in detail. There are several topics which I would like to cover in brief, and I look forward to any questions this committee may address afterward. To begin, the budget request for VBA's education services. In VA's current budget proposal, we noticed a startling reduction in the request for education services funding. Until the Forever GI Bill is fully implemented and spikes in workload are fully understood, SVA strongly recommends VA to maintain the FY 2019 staffing levels. Next, VRE, short for Vocational Rehabilitation and Employment. This program has significant progress to make. Currently, VRE services provide veterans 5 tracks to employment, including employment through long-term services. We are grateful for the hard work of VA on seeking to achieve the congressionally mandated counselor-to-student ratio, though it is still unclear if this ratio is being met. More importantly, however, feedback from student veterans indicates the quality of counselors varies widely and ultimately yields uneven outcomes. We look forward to continued work with VA and this Congress on refining the focus of the program on outcomes, and we appreciate VA's conscious effort on fielding telecounseling technologies. Turning to the GI Bill comparison tool. In VA's budget justification, the department cites the GI Bill comparison tool as an important resource for prospective and current student veterans. As it stands, there is a lack of coordination between the Department of Education and VA, specifically regarding the College Navigator, College Scorecard, and the GI Bill comparison tool, thus reducing the overall delivery of powerful data to veterans. Public Law 112-249 mandated in 2013 the statutory requirement for VA to launch a centralized mechanism for tracking and publishing feedback from students, similar to Amazon reviews. Yet this functionality is still missing. We strongly believe that veterans should be given every opportunity to be informed consumers of their benefits, and these reviews are a missing component of that decision-making process. On to economic opportunity at VA. Our overall concerns with the VA's budget request has one common denominator. At present, VA lacks an undersecretary level leader exclusively focused on economic opportunity. To be clear, this is not a lack of leadership due to personality. It is instead a structural gap in such programs that VA's current enterprise structure has. As such, we strongly support the establishment of an Undersecretary of Economic Opportunity at VA, who would report directly to the Secretary and maintain accountability to Congress. This proposal would flatten and streamline some of VA's currently overloaded bureaucracy. And finally, the Montgomery GI Bill. Just last week, we reaffirmed our concerns that the practice of deducting $100 per month from our newest service members for the Montgomery GI Bill is still standard practice at basic training, despite the existence of the modernized Forever GI Bill that's provided at no monetary cost. In very limited and rare instances, the Montgomery GI Bill may be a better option for a few individuals, yet the program is being presented as a lucrative benefit to all new recruits. This needs to change. For a vast majority of those who do not use the Montgomery GI Bill, their $1,200 is rarely recovered. We hope to work with this committee, VA's transition experts, and the Department of Defense to address this disparity, undermining the bottom line for our troops. We thank the chairman, the ranking member, and the subcommittee members for your time, attention, and devotion to the cause of veterans in higher education. Thank you.